The teen never went to the doctor, so Neil never had the opportunity to tell a medical professional what he was feeling, what he was experiencing himself. But Debbie Durham did speak up when she was having problems. She has end-stage renal failure and joins us now from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, to talk about her disease. And Debbie, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing right now? Because you are living with end-stage renal disease.
Yes, I just had dialysis treatment today, and it makes you very tired. I've been on the machine for 3.5 hours. I go 3 days a week.
And Debbie, many doctors have testified about kidney disease and how it affects the body. Now, let's listen to defense witness Dr. Douglas Diekema, a pediatric urologist. I'm confused by that because, as I mentioned before, I have bladder problems, I've had kidney infections, and I've always felt like, someone kicked me in the back. And I know every patient shows different signs of chronic kidney disease, but what was your experience like in the beginning? Because my understanding, Debbie, is that this started when you were 5 years old, and that's around the age when it started for me.
Yes, it hurts. I was urinating blood. I had pain in my back all the time, pain in my bladder. I had pressure. I burned when I urinated. And I used the bathroom 40 to 50 times a day and 40 to 50 times a night for many years.
And now when you were first diagnosed with this, or when you first started feeling these symptoms, you were 5 years old. What were your parents' reactions?
I did not tell my parents at the time. I was scared of a doctor. And I think if I had said something sooner, I would not have been in the shape that I am in today.
Well, how soon was it before you were able to seek medical care?
I did not say anything until my senior year in high school.
Oh, my. Well, now that you are where you are, and you sound wonderful, Debbie, you're at the end stage of renal failure. How long have you been waiting for a kidney transplant?
A year and a half.
A year and a half. I know how difficult dialysis is for many people. Is it very difficult for you?
Yes, it is. You have to go sit on a machine for 3.5 hours. The machine is your kidney. It filters out the toxins in your body, and it takes the fluid off of you that you put on. My bladder has been removed for 25 years, and both of my kidneys are removed. And I am now waiting on a transplant.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I'm waiting on a transplant. But the dialysis machine, if you go in there with lots of fluid on, they have to take it off of you and you start cramping. The more fluid you have on your body, the worse it is on your body.
Wow. I got to tell you, Debbie, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your story, because it is really important not only to our to me, but to our viewers as well, to give us a sense of what perhaps Neil Beakley was going through. Now, I understand you've had problems with your bladder since you were about in second grade, 5 years old. Now, another pediatric urologist, Dr. David Vandersteen, talks about what happens when a person has difficulty urinating, and let's take a listen to what he has to say. Now, Debbie, you mentioned you had trouble going to the bathroom. You didn't say anything initially, though, to your parents. Again, why was that?
That was, from the second grade to the 12th grade. I went all those years of going to the bathroom and felt like I having to empty my bladder, and I could not.
Well, as a kidney patient, what advice would you give to a young person who might have trouble going to the bathroom, who might have trouble in experiencing those things that you experienced as a child?
I would tell them to go see a doctor right away, because I don't want nobody to end up in the shape that I'm living in right now, with a bag on my side. I'm having to wear a bag, and that costs a lot of money also. You have to buy supplies every month. But definitely, if anybody's having any kind of bladder, kidney problems whatsoever, please seek medical attention and find out what it is wrong so they can treat it, and you can go on and live a normal life and have a good time while you're doing it.
Now, Debbie, what role does your faith have for you in dealing with your illness? Because I've heard that you are a person of faith.
I'm a Christian, yes, And if I did not go to dialysis 3 days a week, I would be dead right now because it filters out the toxins in your body where I can't do none of that right now by myself. The machine takes care of it for me. And as I'm waiting on a transplant, and when I get it, I'll be able to urinate again and be able to live a full life. And that's what I'm waiting on.
Well, of course, we thank you so much, Debbie, for sharing your story. You're in our prayers, you're in our minds, you're in our hearts, and we wish you good luck. Good luck, Debbie.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this.
We have an update.